All right, shalom, shalom. Call all you how about Shem Shah. Shalom to the left. This is just a quick video. I want to put some precepts and go in on a few topics about how Esau, these damn devils. Shalaka, I'm trying to close this door real quick. These damn devils, they don't realize them speaking up about that film, which I watched it, and it's basically just talking about what all the elders in the camps and all that have been saying for years. And just so happened one of my family members brought it up to me, so we watched it or whatever. And just us watching it, I'm just sitting mad looking like, man, this what Esau be striking our channels for, messing with the view counts and all that other stuff or whatever. So let me get some precepts, I don't want to ramble on. So book of 2 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 8, it says, for we can do nothing against the truth but for the truth. So they ain't do nothing against it. They can't blindside it. They can't stop it. They can't hinder it. All they did was add more fuel to the fire. So now you got more people. You got some of everybody talking about it. Talking about where they come from, or they about to go watch it. So once that happened, next thing you know, even though the film actually goes off on the pronunciation of Yahweh, while Yahweh Shah, but it's going to lead people to know, like, okay, what's the proper way to say it? What's the proper way to pray? What's the proper way to conduct ourselves and all this other stuff? Meanwhile, Esau trying to figure out what they can do, man. And you know what they're going to do? So just imagine, okay, celebrities, they got them by the pockets. They don't have us by no pockets. Esau could do a little different stuff or whatever, but what they try to do, they're going to grab people up. Certain men going to get grabbed up. That's the book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 9. It says, but take heed to yourselves, for they should deliver you up to councils, and in synagogues you should be beaten. You should be brought before rulers and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them. So you ain't even got to meditate on what precept is going to say. The Most High is going to put the Spirit on you so you can say what you need to say. And they're going to be condemned. Just like when you put all these precepts up and you back everything up with scriptures, whether it be prophecy or historical events or whatever, which I'm going to go into some more as well. They can't do nothing. And see, people hate the truth and they get mad. Book of Galatians chapter 4 verse 16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? And this society is built on lies. So you come out with the truth, hey, people start showing their true colors. Let me see. Then a lot of people, they're not going to see this anyway. They're going to see it and just shut it off like, yeah, well, all right, whatever. What they got to do, what that's going to benefit me? Or how is that good for my life? Or us knowing that, what does that change? And people been seeking for all these answers. These answers are here, man. You got certain men that have the answers. And our people, they can't grasp that, man. I'm going to post a precept to back that up as well. Book of Romans chapter 11 verse 7 says, what then? Israel has not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest will blind it. Yeah, let me see. Let me get this other precept as well. Book of Romans chapter 11 verse 9, it says, and David said, let their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them. Let me read on some more. Verse 10, it says, let their eyes be darkened that they may not see, and bow down their back all way. I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? God forbid. But rather, through their fall, salvation is coming to the Gentiles for to provoke them to jealousy. Now, let me see. There's another precept I want to get. Let me go back up to 8, verse 8. Salakia. Now, verse 8, this is the main point I want to give. It says, according as it is written, Yahweh hath given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day. So you got some people to see all this stuff going on. They see it, but they don't see it. And they hear it, and they don't hear it. As well as this precept right here goes into it. Let me see. Give me 1 minute. Let me find it real quick. Book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 10, it says, "And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given." So, hey, a lot of people, they're not going to get this at all anyway. Even if they watch that, they may look at it and laugh or whatever. Or they might watch it and get it, and the Most High pull it away from them. So they don't remember none of that. They just go on by their life like, okay, we know that, now what? It's just another precept I want to get to. And this for those people that be like, oh, you think you know this and all that. Hey, man, the Most High blessed men back then in the past to know abundance of information. You think He's not going to do it now? The scriptures say that every man shall stand in his lot. So you have some man that got a lot of information, and the things that we don't know, we go figure it out, because the Most High put the Spirit on us to do that. That's the book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 20 says, "But you have an unction from the Holy One, and ye know all things." And now people have a problem with that, man. They go listen to these different rappers and celebrities and actors or whatever. They listen to them because they got money. They see all the good shit they got, supposedly good shit, the houses, the cars, and all that. They listen because of that. They don't listen for truth's sake. They listen for filthy lucre's sake, filthy money. And I was just talking to my brothers about some different stuff. Hey, man, the U.S. dollar is through. Crypto is worth more than the U.S. dollar. So, hey, you think about what's about to happen real soon. They're talking about the crypto market crashing. What else going to crash? Even though they manipulate that anyway, but that's another topic for another time. Now, let me get a few more precepts and I'm going to get ready to end this off. I don't want to ramble on too much more. I just want to touch on this topic because, you know, a lot more people have been coming up to me and talking to me about stuff. And I just look at them like, look, go on my YouTube, go on certain Akim YouTube. We all been talking about this. But now since you see celebrities and people showing films and different stuff, now y'all want to take heed. But it's all through the Spirit, though. You know, that's just so there's no cloak for nobody. Nobody got no cloak now because this word definitely made it through the four corners of the earth. And let's see. It's the book of Joel, chapter 3, and I'm going to just end this off with this part. Now, what you see happening, this war, and this is another thing, this is part of prophecy. This book has ways to conduct yourself, dietary laws, all type of laws. You can go down the list, because more than 10 commandments. That was another myth Esau just put out. They just tried to show 10 commandments, and that was it. Dietary laws, history, lineages, and the main thing, prophecy. And the main prophecy that's about to come to pass, this third war. Because it's going to happen. A bunch of people go, I hope this don't happen, or this ain't going to happen. The Most High already got it written, man, as it is written. It shall surely come to pass, though it tarry, wait for it. Verse 2, it says, "I will gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel." Which, you should be happy for that. Because Esau hasn't paid for none of the stuff that they did. Yeah, these coons and be trying to talk about, oh, forget about it and let them, you know, we should just all try to be as one and do all this. No, they make us pay for stuff. Why they can't pay for nothing? People need to erase that ignorant mindset. It says, "And will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they scatter among the nations and parted my land." Who that happened to? Who got scattered among the nations and who land got parted? Verse 3 says, "And they have cast lots for my people, which they put out people on slave lots." It says, "And have given a boy for a harlot and sold a girl for wine that they might drink." And a good example you want to see that is watch Goodbye Uncle Tom, or go watch Django. They put some of that stuff in there. It says, "Yeah, and what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, all the coast of Palestine? And you render me, will you render me a recompense, Salaki? If you recompense me swiftly and speedily, I will return your recompense upon your own head, because you have taken my silver and my gold and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have you sold unto the Grecians, that you might remove them far from their border. Behold, I will raise them out of a place where you have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to the people afar off. For her out of wine I have spoken it. Proclaim you this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty man. Let all the men of war draw near, let them come up, beat your plowshares into swords, your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I am strong. And that's what you see going on. I ain't going to go on further, but you can read the rest of the book of Joel. And it just goes into that prophecy, man, what's going to happen when the third woe pop up. Because it's getting there. Most of the currency is digital. Next thing you know is the Caragua going to be in place. That thing that go in your hand. The badge of servitude is another term for it, which I ain't going to say the other one because they might strike this video as well. You got third woe. You got Jacob's trouble as well, because it's going to be all type of chaos, because a lot of people not taking that karama. So you got people burning and looting, like Bob Marley's burning and looting tonight. You're going to have a lot of that going on. People invading people's homes for bread, for food and water. People going to be trying to hide out for shelter. These troops going to be running around wilding out, and you women, y'all gonna get in order, because once y'all see how these troops from cross seas coming, oh, they like to grab women up and just rape you, and they might kill you. So you're gonna need some protection. You're gonna need some shelter, and that's just what it is. Go look up the downside of the UN. What does the UN do, and what they're mainly accused of in these other countries, and FEMA as well, and you'll find out. Get that third woe pop off. Then it's right around the corner. Yahweh Shai gonna come back with the angels. Then it's deliverance time. And out of wine, out of wine, Ratazah. I'll be able that number, and I can make it up out of here. You Akim as well, that's been pushing it and being sincere. That y'all make it up out of here on that first go around, because nobody want to have to come back through somebody's loins. You want to be the one that's spreading that seed and bringing Israel back. Be them top rulers, that top government, that top body, the bride of Yahweh Shai when that time comes. When they mentioned that in the book of Revelation, what it says in chapter 21. So I just want to bring this out. I don't want to rise out. This is edifying. Call out Yahweh Shai and Shalom to the elect.